sure you guys are. Thank you so much, Nitish and Mentorcart. And I'm 100% sure all of you who have come here, you want to make a mark in the startup space and also be, arranging venture capital in the future. So, happy to assist you in understanding what all to do while you are fundraising, and what all to do if you are in the startup mode, and what are the funding options which are available. So the current government, they created DPIT, Department of Investment and Promotion and Technology, and they created Startup India, Invest India, and they allocated 10,000 crores to SIDBI for onward giving to venture capital funds. And they have also given money to incubators, a lot of incubators. So if you want to raise initial round of funding, the first thing you can do is you can register with Startup India. And also, it takes some time to get money from the government, but you can get 25 to 50 lakh rupees from the government, uh, if your startup is selected by the DPIT department. And the second option is you can go to incubators and accelerators. There are accelerators in the campuses of the colleges, and incubators in the campuses of the colleges. And there's accelerators like India Accelerator, and a lot many other accelerators. So accelerators typically give you between 15 lakhs to 10 lakhs, something in that range, in case you want to raise money from them. The third option is you can go to angel investors. Angel investors are, if they are rupee investor, then they typically give less money, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 25 lakhs, even 30 lakhs. But if they are dollar angels who are earning from dollars in foreign countries, so naturally, the because of the dollar value, the amount of money you can expect to raise from dollar investors is anything from 1.5 crores to 3 crores. So the fourth option is you can go to venture capital funds. Venture capital funds are many. They invest pre-seed, seed, pre-series A, series B, series C. And uh, typically speaking, in the first round of investment, which is the most difficult round to get, it is always best to raise money from friends and family, FNF. But once your product market fit is completed, PMF, which means that all the aspects of your business has been tied up, from pricing, distribution, marketing, all these things have been tied up, then you can raise money at a good valuation from venture capital funds. It'll be easier. And if you are pre-revenue, then again you will face more problems. It's always better to be post-revenue, have some revenue in the kitty, like 50 lakh rupees or 1 crore rupees, and then go out to raise funding. The recent deal, 10 Club, which happened 10 days back, it's a business model which is on the lines of Thrasio in New York, US. Thrasio, it buys out sellers on Flipkart and Amazon, and then scales up their business. So 10 Club has raised seed capital $40 million, so 300 crore rupees. They raised 300 crores at seed level. But the main aspect behind why such good amount was given to them at the seed level, one, the founders had already operated a startup and successfully exited, so they had a track record. Second, uh, that they had tied up $15 million worth of businesses contracts with existing sellers on Amazon and Flipkart. So there was a, a pipeline of business which they could show to the investor. That is one reason why they got such a huge amount, $40 million. What is happening is that everybody is now saying that there will be an anti-China sentiment throughout the world. The recent G7 summit, uh, which happened in UK, the Chinese Premier Xi Jinping wasn't called there, and the top 7 countries, they deliberated on how to take their business away from China. And investors like Tiger Global, like Sequoia Capital, like SoftBank, they are betting on the fact that India would prove to be a similarly a great market like China is. Historically speaking, India is a great consumer market in purchasing power parity terms, PPP terms, which means in the terms of rupee power. We are the third largest economy in the world, worth $11 trillion. China is the biggest economy in the world, $24 trillion, and the US coming second at $19 trillion. It is when we see the economies in dollar terms that the table changes. India comes fifth with only $2.7 trillion because the rupee is so weak against the dollar. US is first, China is second. And the fact of the matter is that because in rupee terms, we are $11 trillion economy, and out of the three components of the GDP, investments, exports, and consumption, exports have traditionally been quite stagnant from India. It is only because of the recent PLI scheme, production linked incentive scheme, that there is a cashback of 6% which the government is giving. And so the exports have increased from $300 billion to more than $400 billion in the last 3 months. But exports form a very small constitution of the GDP. Investments have traditionally been low because the savings rate in India has dipped from 39.6% to 32.1%, which is very alarming. It means that people don't have money to save. The middle class is burning money because of COVID. They are burning their savings. And a lot of job losses have happened. 40% of the businesses are on a standstill. And all this cash loss is actually resulting in middle class people moving to the poor level. Uh, the best component of the GDP in India is consumption. So out of $11 trillion, our consumption is nothing short of $9 trillion, which means we are a big consumer economy. That is why you see all the big US, European, Japanese, Chinese companies making a beeline for the Indian consumer. But the nature of the Indian consumer, he's very price sensitive. He's very price sensitive, takes a lot of time to decide on a buying decision. And also, uh, but the numbers are big. So, you look at boat headphones, within 4 years, they have raised $100 million funding. You look at Mother Earth, Mama Earth, they have a turnover of 100 crores in a matter of 3-4 years. And all this consumer phenomena is getting captured in business models which are more D2C, direct to consumer. That is the new wave in the startup field. And the funding is showing. They were There was a week last month in June. In a matter of 1 week, 4 Indian startups became unicorns. Unicorns means the startups which have more than $1 billion value. And there is a Credit Suisse report out there in the public domain which says that there are more than 100 unicorns already in India. If you see the valuation of these companies, you calculate the valuation of these companies. And by another 2 years, more than 250 unicorns will be there from India. Look at the stock market. Zomato IPO is coming. Then all the other startups with big losses have lined up to come out with an IPO. Paytm is there, and Cars24, and a lot of the startups which have got funded, they are now coming out with an IPO. Now, if you were a entrepreneur, you want to create your own startup, and you want to get funding. So I will take you through a single, a very simple point by point discussion on what all factors to keep in mind if you want to have your own startup. And in case you want to raise funding, start being more passionate. Write blogs on medium.com, create your videos on youtube.com. Anybody who Googles your name should get a sense in the first 10 and 20 results of who you are and what are you trying to create. See, if you are trying to solve a problem of the customer and create a business model around it, surely you would be writing about the sector, researching about the sector, talking about it on your social media. Your LinkedIn profile should be excellent. You should have a wonderful website and have a good blog. So, all these are hygiene factors, as we call in organizational behavior. All these are hygiene factors for the investor. You go to an event, you meet the investor, you exchange visiting card, you tell him about you in 5 minutes, and later on you send a LinkedIn invite. Don't you think that the investor will search your name on Google, read your LinkedIn profile, and try to get a sense of what you want and how serious you are? He will, definitely. And you must uh, you must know the investment thesis of the investor you are talking to. So all the investment thesis of the investors are given on their websites. It includes how much money they want to invest per deal, as in the ticket size, at what stage of the company they invest, in which sectors they prefer to invest, uh, and what are they looking for in the founders. Everything is given on their website. So, if you are not studying that and talking to the investor through some connect, the investor will say that, this guy is not serious. So, you have to do your homework, approach the right investors, present them with the right pitch deck. Pitch deck is a 15-slide document which details your business. I will just tell you what all it includes, and what you should include to so that the investor takes you seriously. Then there is a business valuation. We value the business. Then there is a business plan, which is a 25-page project report. Let me show you, rather, let me discuss with you what are the points which the investor has in mind, and which the investor is likely to ask you. The first thing is the problem statement, as in what is the problem you are solving. Are you solving a warehouse automation problem? Are you solving a lifestyle problem in cancer? Are you solving a problem of not finding taxis like Uber solved and brought the taxis on your smartphone? Are you solving an environmental problem or renewable energy or agriculture, agri-tech? So, fintech, are you creating a payment gateway? So, what is the problem you are solving? Uh, the more the problem is aligned with fundamental problems faced by humanity, the better would be your business, the longer and the more scalable will be your business, because it will have a blue ocean kind of market, unlimited market. So look at and your business proposition. If it Look at Amazon's business proposition. We want to be the fastest to get you products at your home. We want to do it at the cheapest price point. We want to assure you the best quality, and we want to be a platform which has the widest selection available. If the company has been working since the last uh, 27 years, keeping these four factors in mind, now can you beat that? I mean, there is no doubt that the company became the biggest and the richest company on the planet, the company with the maximum valuation of more than $2 trillion. Indian GDP is $2.7 trillion. Amazon value is $2 trillion. So, look at the objective. And technology is marching in people's homes since 25 years. And people want everything sitting at home, and they want the best products. Can you beat a value proposition like that? So, the second thing is the solution. After the problem statement comes the solution. If your solution is incorporating technology, it is incorporating the smartphone, it is incorporating anything which makes it faster, quicker, better, and trustworthy, then of course it will be more scalable, and the investor will have more interest because they are deeply inclined to fund scalable, massively scalable, and technology led businesses. So after problem statement and solution, the third thing comes the team behind. Very critical, because just like there is a product market fit, there is a founder market fit. And the founders, in case you are not a non-technology guy and you are creating a technology business, it's always better to have a technology co-founder. And the healthy mix of the team, product guys, marketing guys, it has to be a healthy mix. Then market size. uh, if you are creating a superb product in a market which is just 50 crores, naturally, how far can you go? Yeah, at maximum your turnover will be 30 crores, 60% of the market. Naturally, the valuation also won't go too high. So market size is important, because as part of the investment thesis of a lot of investors, market size is one of them. The next thing is product. What is the product you are creating? In case you have already created a product, you can give a demo to the investor. It will be a faster approach to get funding. Uh, the more important thing apart from the product is business model. How will you earn from the product? 70% of startups close down after 3 years of their operation because they created the wrong product. And even if they created a fantastic product, the product didn't have demand in the market. So they created the wrong product which does not have a business model. And a lot of times I've seen people, startup founders, putting in 1 crore, 80 lakhs, stuff like that, creating a product. And then, finding the right business model comes later. So that's the whole problem. You have to have the business model planned out, and the term for that is minimum viable product, your MVP, which means the pricing and the positioning and the customer fit. uh, that all should be clearly chalked out. The next part is traction. Traction means how much money you are earning right now, the revenue, the operating profit. If you want a good valuation, have a revenue, because that is a proof to the investor that your business can earn money and can do well. The next is competitor analysis. A lot of the times it is difficult to explain to the competitors, uh, sorry, difficult to explain to the investor your business. So in case you can tell him the competitors, then he will understand that what is the model you are trying to create. And if you are telling about the competitor, then it's best to tell about the competitive advantages of your business also. So lay down your advantages across a variety of parameters. Then comes financial projections. You have to prepare financial projections for the next 5 years. What is the business you're going to do? How much money you are going to raise and put in? How much of that will you spend in marketing, in product, in salaries, blah, 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 in this and that? What is your working capital? And what is the return the investor is likely to generate over these 5 years? Then the fund ask how much funds you want from the investor. A lot of the investors really like it that the fund ask is very clear. And if you are giving a fund ask to the investor, you have to give the use of funds also. That how will you use the funds? How much in marketing? How much in developing new offices? How much in salaries? And so on and so forth. And the last thing is future roadmap. In how much time will you achieve a certain number of customers? In how much time will you open new markets? In how much time will you achieve a number of product sales? In how much time will you achieve a 50 crore turnover? So all these form a part of the future roadmap. So I have told you in brief what is in the mind of the investor. Now the startup world is such that there are a lot of terminologies which investors use. So they use barriers to entry, they use early mover advantage, they use scalability, and all these terms. So sometimes what happens is that the startup founders they become kind of put off by these terms. And there are number of other terms: total addressable market, CAC, customer acquisition cost, GTM, go to market strategy, all these things. There is no perfect business on this entire earth, and there is no perfect founder on this entire earth, just like there is no perfect investor also in the entire earth. So forget about being perfect. Whatever ratio or jargon suits you to explain the business better and faster. If you can explain your business in 15 minutes clearly, nothing like it. That calls for you to build your communication skills. Nowadays, content is free and so easily available on Google that you want to learn anything on this entire earth, it is available on Google for free. Or you can use Coursera, edX, Udemy, Unacademy, um, Khan Academy. You can use so many of these websites. They have wonderful courses and practically for free, very cheap. And many courses are free. So you want to build your communication skill, you want to build your negotiation skill, you want to build your technology skill. Build a skill. Don't run after degrees and certificates. Build a skill. Upskill yourself, cross skill yourself, reskill yourself. In today's times, job security is a four-letter word. Businesses are unstable, sectors are unstable, countries' economies are unstable, and job security is not available. The only thing which will take you a long way is the skills you have. And these skills are so easy to achieve. All the content is there out there. Whatever you are reading in your college or will read in your college or have read in school all will read in the future. Everything is there. So the other thing is how to approach the investors. So suppose you are attending an event today with me, and on chat, you tell me about your name, and then on LinkedIn you send me an invite, and you write a personalized invite, a paragraph saying that we were on the same discussion today. Definitely, I will add you, and then I will talk to you on LinkedIn chat. You have an opening. Just like people, like startup founders, used to go to these events, and at when the stage on the stage, these investors they speak. After that, you have a chance to talk to them, exchange visiting cards. So just like that, networking. So this is digital networking, and the best way to approach investor is through a contact which the investor trusts. Trust is a big factor when an investor is making a decision to give money to you. Trust. It is not only about the return you will generate for the investor. It is about that whatever money he is giving to you, you should not eat it. So investor wants trust that, I gave 5 crores, return is something, the return is something which is there, but more than that, my 5 crores should not go in promoters Mercedes, promoters BMW, promoters apartment, and business is going nowhere. So trust is a big factor. The best thing is you can find out about the founders of the investee companies of these investors and approach through them. So if SoftBank has invested in a company and the founder of that company, naturally, if he puts in a good word with the SoftBank guy, he will give you time, he will listen to you sincerely, and your chances of getting investment from SoftBank will go up. Otherwise, LinkedIn is always there. And these events, they are always there. They keep on happening. And that's a good way. I don't know what else to discuss. Practically speaking, I have tried to tell all the things I know in a very short and comprehensive fashion. I can talk more about global economy and how venture capital has come to be on the center stage of all the asset classes which are available as an investment for the investor. So let me do one thing. Let me.
Tushant, may I suggest? I think the students who had questions, again, I mentioned this last time also, please take this opportunity क्योंकि मौका दोबारा मिलता नहीं है. तुषार जैसा आदमी जो काफी जानकारी रखता है, जिसने पैसा खुद लगाया और दूसरों को भी मदद किया है, ऐसे लोग बहुत कम ही मिलते हैं इस किस्म के सेमिनार्स में. तो जो भी आप लोगों का क्वेश्चंस है या शंका है या कोई डर है, जैसे आई थिंक पॉल, पता नहीं वो है कि नहीं, वो बता रहे थे कि लोग पता नहीं पैसे देंगे कि नहीं हमें, हम तो स्टूडेंट है. तो जो भी क्वेश्चंस है उसको जरूर पूछ लीजिएगा, ठीक है?
Please feel free, as Professor Sir said. I am open
मैं
to.
प्रोफेसर नहीं हूँ.
Acha.
I would love to be a professor, but sadly not.
Okay. No, so, sir, my regards to you. So, whatever questions anybody wants to ask, I'll try my best to answer based on my experience. So, Paul said कि हमें पैसा मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा. Now, let me tell you one thing. पैसा मिलना आपको मिलने को 2 हफ्ते के अंदर मिल सकता है. You can get the money in 2 weeks. और नहीं मिलने को आपको 10 months भी ना मिले. तो मैं आपको एग्जांपल देता हूँ. दिस गाय वैभव, he did his aeronautical engineering from Moscow, and there in Indians, there are a lot of Indians worldwide in all countries. So he was talking to somebody, and he found a guy in Moscow who has 12 stores in Russia. So he started telling him about the opportunity in aviation, and the person invested good amount of money and made Vaibhav the CEO of the company. And Vaibhav also has equity shares. This whole process took 1.5 to 2 months. Similarly, there is a guy who whose father is very senior in BSF, Border Security Force. He went to India-Pakistan border to study the problems faced by soldiers. Then he did his studies in technology and how to bring technology to solve the problems of these soldiers. And he went to a networking place, a talk in a five-star hotel. He exchanged visiting cards with an investor sitting there from Gurgaon, and it told him that he was at the border for 6 months and studied the problems. The investor said, "Sham ko milte hain." Sham ko they met, and in 12 days, this guy got money from the investor, very big investor, very reputed fund. So you have, see, if you um, have to be positive about what you are creating, that is the most important thing. You should believe in what you are creating, and if you believe in what you are creating, others, you can convince others also. So see, I'll tell you, successful entrepreneurs, they they exceed conventional beliefs, and they are kind of independent thinkers. So uh, and there is a fashion in India, at least I've seen, of talking negatively. Somebody is trying to create something, you give some negative comment. ये कैसे चलेगा, ये तो कोई भी नहीं चला पाया, ये तो अमेरिकन ही चला सकते हैं, इसके लिए तो बहुत पैसा चाहिए, कहाँ से लाएगा, अच्छा नौकरी कर ले, वो ज्यादा सेफ है. तो if you are wanting to be an entrepreneur, you should have an independent mind. And if the market is supporting you, I have seen entrepreneurs, वो नेगेटिव सुनते ही नहीं है. They don't listen to negative. They just want to listen to positive. Anybody talking negative, they will ask few questions, and then they say just go away. And entrepreneur बनने के लिए, yes, you need to uh, have a lot of skill sets. There is a book which came some time back. It said it's about uh, it said that आजकल स्पेशलिस्ट से ज्यादा जनरलिस्ट का जमाना है. सो मेरे को उस बुक का नाम नहीं है. हाँ, रेंज. द बुक इज रेंज, व्हाई जर्नलिस्ट ट्रायम्फ इन अ स्पेशलाइज्ड वर्ल्ड. एंड दिस बुक इज बाय डेविड एप्स्टीन. तो अगर आपको एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना है, तो आपको सारे फाइनेंस के स्किल नहीं चाहिए, आपको सारे मार्केटिंग के नहीं चाहिए, आपको प्रोडक्ट के नहीं चाहिए, आपको एचआर के नहीं चाहिए, आपको सबके बारे में थोड़ी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए, सो दैट these teammates who are around you, you are able to handle themselves. You have to manage them. And so you have to be a generalist and not a specialist. And बाकी बातें तो बहुत होती हैं. What does an entrepreneur need to be? He need to be cautiously optimistic, he need to be tenacious, he need to have patience, creative, he need to be persistent, he need to be tactful, he need to be confident, he need to be consistent, he need to be a critical thinker. But कोई भगवान तो है नहीं. एंड ऑफ द डे इसी जमीन से इन्वेस्टर निकल के आया है, इसी जमीन से स्टार्टअप फाउंडर निकल के आएगा. तो डोंट गेट, सी द प्रॉब्लम इन फंड रेज इज कि कई बार आपको नो बहुत सुनना पड़ता है. 50 में से 40 लोगों ने नो बोल दिया, 10 लोगों के साथ कॉल्स हुई, उसमें से 6-7 ने मना कर दिया, 3 के साथ बात हुई, उनमें से 2 से फंडिंग मिल गई. This is true of Bill Gates also. You read about what Bill Gates said. He said, I met 1,000 people, out of which finally, end of the day, 5 funded me. So it's a process. You have to have stamina. You have to have a little bit patience. Then you can do it. Not a problem. Okay, Paul?
Paul, I don't think is on the call. So I remembered what he had asked last
Okay.
time, and I kind of. So whoever is Paul's friend, please convey to Paul. अरे Paul आ गया यार. Sorry, Hero अभी आ गया.
I mean, thank you so much, sir. Actually, that answered my question well. But just, sir, I wanted to ask, like nowadays, like startups are focusing on like scaling the startup ones bootstrapping. Like earlier, everyone wanted to be funded. Right now, I even in the last session, like I was like focus on bootstrapping and scale on that basis. So what you will suggest, going to the venture capitals for the funding later on, or just focusing on like bootstrapping and scale on that thing?
देखो ऐसा है, the thing is that startup funding is out there in the media. You read about it every day. किसी को 15 million, somebody got 10 million, somebody got 40 million, somebody got 300 million. So that's why you are asking me this question. The reality is, if the business requires deep investment, naturally everybody does not have it. You have to take it from outside. But you know, amongst the heroes who I see the founder of Zoho, Sridhar Vembu, and founder of Zerodha, Nitin Kamath and Nikhil Kamath, as the exactly the same heroes which the other founders are who raised money. Because Zoho and Zerodha are companies which are unicorns. They are more than $1 billion value, and they never raised funding from outside. They are bootstrapped. And Sridhar Vembu came from a very low money family, and he has created offices and educational institutions in 30 villages in Tamil Nadu. Is he not a hero just because he did not raise money? He got India's second largest civilian award this year. Award given to a businessman, which is a rarity in India, given our socialist past. And Zerodha, you read about Nitin Kamath's, what he writes every day. It is simply amazing. He cautions people against investing in options. Now, which stock market platform will say it so openly that investing in options is like killing yourself? Because 90% of the people come out with losses. So raising money, you have to raise. If your business requires it, then raise. If it does not require, don't raise. But the second thing Paul said was about scalability. Definitely, if you want to scale, not only in India, but across geographies, then definitely a lot of businesses require a lot of cash, and that cash is naturally available with people who have raised cash from abroad, like the venture capital funds. So definitely, if you must, you should just go ahead and raise money from the VC funds. If it is not required, then bootstrap your business and grow it, and earn money from the business itself, from revenues. So the whole thing is, US and Europe, they want to be a place where wealthy people live. They want to be a place where the richest of the world stay. And that is why the benefits they give to rich people, like if you are investing in shares, you are investing venture capital in the stocks of a company, the capital gains tax in US is zero. Zero. Warren Buffett in the last 25 years hasn't paid a single dollar of tax ever. But anybody on a job doing income, he pays 40% tax in the US, 40%. In UK, he pays 45%. And if you are staying in UK beyond 7 years, you pay 55%. Singapore, capital gains tax 10%, only 10%, because they want all the rich people in Asia to make their headquarters in Singapore and do their financial transactions from there. India, capital gains tax 20%, but in India, income tax 30%. So the world is telling you, be an investor. The world is telling you, we will tax you less if you are an investor. If you are doing an income, we will kill you with tax. That is the world is telling you. Europe is telling you, US is telling you, India is telling you, Singapore is telling you. So build your skills apart from engineering skills. My advice, build your financial muscle and build your financial skills. A lot of these startup guys, once they get funding, once they get good money for their shareholding, they become investors. Because of this very reason, the world is made for people with money. So that is the answer.
So bottom line, make a lot of money.
Make a lot of money, and the world will tax you less. And whichever country you will live in, you will like that country because you have money. If you live in Bombay beyond the town side, probably you don't like it. If you live in the town side, then you must be having a lot of money, but you like Bombay a lot. So that's how it works.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, there was one more question, and I forgot who asked this last time, Tushar. The question was, he is already working on a startup, but the kind of quandary he has, or problem, or whatever worry he has is, should I get a founder on board? Number one, and number two, if I get a founder on board, there is a co-founder on board. There is a risk he will run away with my idea. So should I go all alone and kind of face the brave world, or what is your advice on that?
So actually, a lot of these fears, they are unfounded, because there are ways and means of protecting yourself. I'll tell you 4-5 ways. One is, whenever two co-founders come together in a company, always sign a shareholders agreement between the two of you, not with the company, but between the two of you. And you can make it a tripartite agreement by making the company also as a signatory. So in that, you define the rights and responsibilities of each founder, how much shareholding they have, what are the rights. You can easily put in that shareholders agreement that the intellectual property belongs to founder 1 and founder 2 does not have a right over intellectual property. Once you have that agreement, you have a legal safeguard. Second thing is, if possible, open a holding company in Singapore. Keep a subsidiary company in India. It is very cheap to open a company in Singapore. In Singapore, things are very open. The pricing of all the CA firms is given on their website. $500 ka ye, $1,000 ka ye, $2,500 ka ye. And opening a company and maintaining it accounts wise and statutory and regulatory wise, it just costs 4,000 Singapore dollars every year. $4,000 की आप company set कर सकते हो. But the advantage, Walmart bought Flipkart for $21 billion because the holding company of Flipkart was in Singapore. So they were assured कि कोई legal पचड़ा नहीं होगा. India में contract enforcement, legal pachda means 20 years in the courts, 20 years in session court, lower court, session court, high court, Supreme Court. So the contract enforcement is 0. In India, it is 0. Out of 161 countries, India ranks 151 on contract enforcement. So to prevent that, open a holding company in Singapore, it will cost you only $4,000 per year. Sign the agreement in Singapore and have an arbitration clause. Look how Amazon and Reliance are fighting over future retail, and why, in spite of Reliance has such a power in India, but Amazon is putting up a good fight because the agreement it had signed with Future Retail was in Singapore. So it is governed by international law. Second part is, in your shareholders agreement, the founder one who's coming with the intellectual property, you have more seats on the board of directors. Keep 3 seats, 2 seats with founder one, 1 seat with founder two. Then there are DVRs, differential value shares, which means that a particular kind of shares which have more voting rights in the board of directors. So Mark Zuckerberg has less than 50% of Facebook, but his control on the board of directors of Facebook is 66% because of DVRs, differential voting rights. And Tata's also, they have less than 50% equity in most of their companies, but they maintain control over their companies by using DVRs. So all these are ways and means. You can file your intellectual property in Singapore. It is world's #1 country which lends you money by taking your intellectual property as collateral. It is #1 in the world. So you don't need to raise equity funding. If the founder is so sure about his intellectual property, register it in Singapore, give it as collateral to the government, take $20 million, open a company and do your business. So I hope I have answered. The main thing is protecting yourself through the shareholders agreement. बाकी देखो, किसी भी इंसान की नियत का कोई डाउनसाइड प्रोटेक्शन पूरी दुनिया में है नहीं, तो उसका तो आपको, I don't know what to say.
This was one thing. There was just another question which I think came along the lines. So let us say I have 3 distinct ideas, right? And each of them would lend. I'm just for the heck of it. One is एक agri-tech में है, एक fintech में है, एक health tech में, right? ये 3 बिल्कुल, बट मेरा आइडिया अलग अलग है और मैंने काफी उसमें काम किया है. तो एक कंपनी होना चाहिए या 3 सेपरेट कंपनी होना चाहिए फ्रॉम अ फंड रेजिंग पर्सपेक्टिव?
सर, फ्रॉम अ फंड रेजिंग पर्सपेक्टिव, हम इसकी बात करते हैं ना, हम फैंग्स की बात करते हैं. फैंग्स, फेसबुक, Amazon, Apple, Netflix and Google. These are the top 5 technology companies in the US. Now between the 5 of them, they buy 1,000 companies every year. 1,000 कंपनी एक साल में खरीद लेते हैं. कोई भी नई टेक्नोलॉजी आती है उसको खरीद लेते हैं. So they maintain their monopoly power. Now if you look at the comparable companies in India, Reliance, Birlas, Tatas, Godrej, Mahindras, they were never able to grow as fast as these American companies. And one big reason why that happened was because they are conglomerates. They are not holding companies. So, in one board of directors, they have to discuss about cement, about consumer, about steel. They have to. So, how can they grow independently? They can never grow. So, look at Tata's under Mr. Chandrasekaran. Tata's under Mr. Chandrasekaran is trying to become a holding company. Look at General Electric. It is 134-year-old company. It is, since the last 2 years, is trying to become a holding company. Look at Reliance. Reliance recently separated its oil business into a separate subsidiary. And called it O2C business.
Yeah.
And
Oil too.
yeah, so they want to become a holding company. So the trend and the fashion is towards holding companies, towards clearly having separate lines of business, separate management, separate ROI, return on investment parameters for each of the businesses. And uh, why do people praise Google? They say that Google has become a $1.7 trillion company, but till today, it has very less bureaucracy. It is like a startup. It is very nimble. It takes decision very fast. It is, very, very lean. And one reason why Google has been able to do it is they act like a holding company. So they open so many new companies every year and close a lot many companies who are not doing well. So Google had come out with a product to compete with Facebook, and within 1 year it found out it is not doing well. They closed it. Then Google Chat was there. It was not doing well, so they merged it with Google Meet. And so you have to be nimble, and so separate company for all the businesses.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, sir.
By the way, Tushar, you can't be, your LinkedIn profile is locked.
My LinkedIn profile is logged.
Locked in the sense that we can only follow you. You can't become
No,
friends with
you can. There is a button next to it.
I know, but I know, but it
Acha,
kind of asks for your email ID and all that if you really genuinely want to do it. But nevertheless, that's just the point.
It's not possible because I have kept it open.
Okay, fair enough. So I'll try it right now as we speak.
It is asking for an email ID.
No, sometimes it does. I didn't check on your one because it said if you want to follow. Yeah.
Okay.
No, this is for the students. So I think if you want to, link up with Tushar, go on to that वो ऐसा गोल वाला dot होता है उसमें it says connect and you can connect. That's what Tushar, correct, right?
Correct, sir. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, I can give my WhatsApp number on the chat also if anybody wants to connect. So.
Oh, we'll flood you.
Sure, I will.
I don't know whether they'll flood you, but I will.
Sir, please feel free, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? अरे यार मैं ही पूछ रहा हूँ इसीलिए पहले तो तुषार साहब ने मेरे को प्रोफेसर बना दिया अभी स्टूडेंट बना देंगे मैं आइदर रोल के लिए मैं तैयार हूँ बट स्टूडेंट ज्यादा प्रेफर करता हूँ. Any other questions?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, Paul.
Sir, I want to ask, right now I have two members in my team, and I'm the founder, and other one is just a director of the company. Like we haven't registered, but still, like he will be director for the company. So I want more people. So is it like if I'll add right now, I cannot have them as an employee, right? So if I have them in my team, so is it necessary to give them the title of co-founders? Or I can have them as the co-founding team, or in that sense.
No, it's not necessary. You can keep them as on salary, and naturally you are a startup. You can't give much salary, so what you can do is you can tell them that you will be looking for funding after 3 months or 6 months. And the proper salary will only start after that. So before that, you can give them a stipend. And also, you need to promise them that you will come out with ESOPs, employee stock option plans, after you get funded. So once you get funded, it depends on you, but 8%, 10%, 15%, or 20%. That amount of shares of the company you can keep as ESOP pool.
Shivansh, you might want to go on mute, please, because वो आपका बात सभी को सुनाई दे रहा है.
Yeah. So what I was saying, ESOP pool. So ESOP is basically, see, suppose right now out of 100 shares, you give 10 shares to somebody, so he holds 10%. But that person might not be wanting to be a co-founder, or you might not be you might not want that you give him 10% right now. So you can give him out of the ESOP pool, and those ESOPs, they become due only when they are vested. So after the end of 1 year, some part of those ESOPs will become vested with him. At the end of the second year, some ESOP will become vested. So naturally, if his performance is not good, then you don't vest his ESOPs. And if his performance is good, then you vest his ESOPs. And don't forget, giving ESOP is something, but then you have to give him exit on the ESOPs also in the future. So once your future rounds are happening, you tell the investor that you are investing in the company, but we want you to buy out some of the ESOPs from the employees so that they get the benefit of these ESOPs. So not all ESOPs get exits. In many of the cases, the employees, they are waiting for their ESOPs to get exited, but many times it doesn't happen. But in the good companies, it happens. So Nykaa, Flipkart, Myntra, and CultFit, and recently Tata has bought CultFit. They bought Big Basket. They bought 1mg, and Reliance bought Milk Basket. It bought Urban Ladder. Reliance also bought this one, NetMeds. And so all these employees you keep on reading in VC Circle and Your Story and Mint and Economic Times. All these employees, they are getting their huge amount of money. Somebody is getting 5 crores, somebody is getting 10 crores. So that is an option. 3 options. Either you can make them a co-founder. Second, either you can give them 4%, 5%, 3%, 10%, 20% equity directly, but that they will become then founders only. And the third option is give them ESOPs. Okay.
So Paul, did you understand what vesting means?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand vesting का मतलब क्या है?
Like
उन्होंने वेस्ट बोला, वेस्ट बनियान नहीं है, वो वेस्ट क्या है? पूछ तो लो भैया.
I think that's kind of leaving, right?
That kind of
leaving नहीं.
That
Right.
it means they become due and they come in the account of the person who holds the ESOPs.
Yeah.
Till that time, they are in the account of the company, in the treasury of the company.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You should have asked me if you didn't understand. Sir has to.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. May I know your good name?
My name is Nitin. I am from second year BTech.
Okay. Paul, can you be on mute?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nitin.
So you previously told that Google see the progress of the company and they close the company if the company doesn't performing well. So should we keep on experimenting on our ideas on a smaller scale and see what is the result of that idea?
Dekho bhai, the thing is, when it comes to employees, there is a rule which Jack Welch of GE had told. He said the top 20% performers in the company do 80% of the work. So you promote these 20% every year. And he said bottom 10% don't do any work. So you retrench bottom 10% every year. So Google creates new companies, buys out new companies, and whichever is not performing, he keeps on shutting down. So the thing is, there is a Dubai-based investor. I am I talk to him a lot, and he's stayed for 15 years in London. He created in a span of 10 years, he created 20 companies, 20. So I asked him one day, I said, Keshav, 20 companies? So he said, I was just trying to succeed. So he opened a company, tried to do something. Then he found another guy. He was I'm not saying you open 20 companies. What I'm saying is everybody does not get the magic formula of success in day one or in company one. So does that mean you should stop trying? So, he achieved success in quite a few of these 20 companies, but majority of them shut down. 14 or 15 shut down. Out of the 5, somebody formed a very good partnership with some company and just went on to become big. And so, ठीक है, मतलब अगर सक्सेस मिलने में टाइम लग रहा है, बार बार आपको नई चीज ट्राई करनी पड़ रही है, व्हाट्स द हार्म? Market also keeps on changing. India Mart had come 20 years back in the SME and MSME space, and they were earlier than the times. They were 15 years earlier. उनके 15 साल के बाद उड़ान came from IIT Delhi founders, and Udaan is a unicorn. Same space, same market space, but 15 years later. तो कई बार आप होते भी जल्दी हो. You are earlier than the times. So naturally, you can't time the market. You can't time the sector. Just like when you are investing in a stock market moves like this. Stocks move like this in cycles. Can you calculate the top and the bottom? Can you predict? Nobody can predict. So I see no harm in if your pocket permits. So, in case your pocket does not permit, many people, they do a job, and along with the job, they have a side, they keep on trying something on the side. And there is a word for this also. It is, I will tell you, there's a word for this side hustle. Hustlers are those people who keep on trying. And in our startup world, the investors are always looking for hustlers. We want a hustler. You should hustle. Hustle means never give up. And so this side one, you can keep on trying.
Tushar, can I add my 2 cents?
Sir, please.
Yeah, Nitin, but don't go under the impression कि मतलब कपड़े जैसे change करते हैं ऐसे ideas change करना है. कोई भी idea, and I think if you follow what Tushar said today, I don't know how many points, but the points were all relevant. तो हर एक आइडिया को बारीकी से समझना है, उस पर मेहनत करना है. अगर वो मार्केट में 6 महीने 8 महीने फेल मतलब खराब हो रहा है तो इमोशनल होके उसमें अटकना नहीं है. दैट्स द मैसेज तुषार इज गिविंग. नॉट कि भैया मैं एक ट्राई करता हूँ 2 महीने हुए कुछ छोड़ दो यार उसको. ऐसे तो यू विल नेवर बी सक्सेसफुल वेदर इट इज बिजनेस और इवन फॉर जॉब्स. बाय द वे, एक साल में जो लोग करते हैं ना, अगर आप देखोगे ऑफ ऑल द टॉप एग्जीक्यूटिव्स देयर आर वेरी फ्यू हु आर सिलेक्टेड जो एक साल एक कंपनी चेंज किया हो. शुरुआत में बहुत अच्छा लगता है, राइट? So I think the message that Tushar is giving is very clear. Look at your idea, expand it or spend enough time, energy, effort. फिर उस पे अगर वो नहीं चला, फिर उसमें इमोशनल होकर उसको पकड़ के रखना नहीं है, उसको छोड़ दो. Maybe you come back to that idea again sometime later, no issues, क्योंकि वो अगर टाइम से आगे है. But then you go for another idea, but do enough in-depth research. ऐसे पैसा नहीं बर्बाद करना है, frankly. अगर घर वाले अमीर भी है, उनका पैसा फूक मत देना यार, वो बहुत मेहनत करके कमाया है.
सर मैं
Sorry
तो
Tushar,
ये
I couldn't help it. This was like
नहीं सर, बिल्कुल आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा. मतलब मेरे रिप्लाई से थोड़ा ऐसा लग रहा था कि ट्राई करते जाओ. ऐसा नहीं है. मैं आपको बताता हूँ. देयर वाज अ सीनियर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट इन पेटीएम. दिस गाय वाज फ्रॉम दिल्ली कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग and he did his MBA from London School of Business, London Business School. And Vijay Shekhar Sharma of Paytm really liked him. So he said कि तेरी मैं सैलरी डबल कर देता हूँ, 34 लाख से 60 लाख कर देता हूँ. तो मतलब he was promoting him a lot. तो ये जो बंदा था, his father is quite a rich doctor here in Delhi, and I know them since 35 years. So उसने क्या किया? He knew how Paytm works. So he caught hold of 2 of his friends from Delhi College of Engineering. They packed their bags. First, they did a research that which country does not have a Paytm type of business. And they said Mexico is amongst the top 10 economies. it does not have a Paytm type of business, a fintech kind of business. They packed their bags and went to Mexico. They opened Un Dos Tres. And Un Dos Tres, they got $5 million funding from a US investor in 6 months. And today, they are the number one payment gateway in Mexico. Ankita Bose. Ankita Bose used to work in Sequoia Capital. So she studied B2B e-commerce models. And she, these companies used to come to her. So she studied Udaan. She studied all these Flipkarts and all the models. And she said she wanted to do the same type of business. So she went to Thailand with her friend from corporate world. They opened Zilingo. And Zilingo, in 3 years of Zilingo, they have become a unicorn. They are more than $1 billion valuation. And Sequoia Capital invested in Zilingo because Ankita was from Sequoia. So she had a good relationship. Sequoia Capital invested, then all the others invested, and it became more than $1 billion. Then there is this, this free fighting, there is a sport. So in India, the sports channels used to be quite less. And OTTs over the top like Netflix, Disney Hotstar, Z5, Voot. So all these started coming in India. But on the sports side, there wasn't a single dedicated sports-specific OTT. So these three people, they were bankers. They went to Singapore, put in their own money and created One FC just for one sport. And One FC became $300 million value in 3 years. It is the single largest fast fighting OTT in Asia. So, I'm telling you, open your mind and also, very rightly said, don't stick to, if something is not working, it is not working. And, there is a term which is used in the startup world. It is called pivoting, P-I-V-O-T, pivot. So when a business model is not working, you pivot, you change the business model. Then it is not working, you pivot. And after COVID, 40% of the businesses closed down, and temporarily or permanently, and more than 25% of startups pivoted their business models. So Future Retail they never liked e-commerce. They said e-commerce is wrong business, and Future Retail, having your own outlets is a good business. And now they are fully into e-commerce. They deliver things to nearby homes through their website. So आप adopt कब तक नहीं करोगे? You have to pivot, you have to adopt. And also, if something is not working out, don't put your family's hard-earned money into that. Just think of a pivot, think of some new startup or join a job, and after saving some money, then think of something else. That way. Nitish?
नितिन और कुछ है question?
Sir, I have one more question.
Yes, Paul.
अच्छा, Paul.
Sir, like I was watching recently one video. Actually, it was an interview. So basically, I heard like that person was saying he was taking an interview. So he said like basically the founders like are being said like they got they are right now their what to say income is 40 crore something or much amount, right? But in hand they didn't get that much. So like what's that thing actually?
You mean revenue? Revenue might be.
I'm not talking about revenue. The person income, like like if the founder, like if the business is scaled and highly investment is really huge, $1 billion company, and it said like the founder will take this much amount from the company, but that in reality that doesn't take that much amount. So how that work? Like
acha. Okay. So the thing is, if your company is not listed on the stock market, then the shares of the company are not freely sellable. The stock market, if your company is there, you can sell your shares anytime and get money. But when it is a private, unlisted company like most of the startups are, then you can't sell your shares anytime. There has to be a liquidity event. A liquidity event means when some investor puts in money in the company. So when the next round of funding happens, only then you will get an option to tell the investor, buy my shares also. I need an exit. So that's what they meant, that the value of the shares in the company has become 40 crores, but we can't sell it. So it is just on paper.
And sir, like I'm not talking about like selling the equity. I'm just talking about like if the if the 40, if some amount is like said like he will get from the company as a salary, so he will get that amount, or that is in number only. That recently I had like I don't know the founders, but maybe from Zerodha, I think 4 crore, 40 crore something annually, I think something. So is that the exact amount they will get, or it's just a number? Because whenever the company hires, like Amazon hires, it said a 20 lakh package he will get annually, but in reality he doesn't get 20 lakh actually. So
Achha,
is it
achha.
the same? Yeah, in that sense.
CTC, cost to company. So, if somebody offers you a 20 lakhs package, so that 20 lakhs is CTC. So it includes a bonus component. Naturally, you are not assured of the bonus. So, if your bonus is 5 lakhs and the fixed salary is 15 lakhs, then your actual 15 lakhs, out of 15 lakhs, you will end up paying tax also to the government. So in your hand, you will get 12 lakhs. Now, out of 12 lakhs, the company will say that out of this 15 lakhs, including tax, there are some benefits we are giving. Like we are giving you a cab facility. So that cost us 50,000. We are giving you HRA, home rent allowance. It is costing us 8% of your salary. So end of the day, what you will get in your hand, if you will calculate, it will be 60,000, 70,000 rupees. And your CTC, cost to company CTC, would be 20 lakhs. This is what Zerodha founder said. He said that CTC is a big scam because one thinks I'm on a 20 lakh salary. He doesn't know that 5 lakhs is bonus, 3 lakhs is tax, then others are the benefits the company is providing. So definitely you should study the CTC before joining any company.
And another thing, sir, like when so many investors are like in the board members seat, like, so is it too much heady for the founders? Like he cannot take any decision without asking them, or the company is totally owned by them, board member. How like things work? I heard like every like weekly or monthly basis, founders have to present, like send the details to the board members, the investors. So how things work? I just wanted to know.
See, if any investor is having 26% equity in the company, as per Companies Act 1956, he has a right to block special resolutions of the board of directors. So definitely he gets some control. Then second thing, if there is suppose 5 seats in the board of directors and 2 are controlled or 3 are controlled by the investor, if 3 seats out of 5 are controlled, definitely he has control. He can decide whatever he wants on the board of directors. So that is where the importance of people like us comes. We help in negotiation of the term sheet. We help in negotiation of the shareholders agreement. So it is not only the money which is being put in by the investor, it is the rights and responsibilities also. And the investor in the shareholders agreement has a lot of rights. So he has information rights, he has rights in reserved matters. And reserved matters are those matters where the investor's approval has to be taken. And these matters are like if you are selling some asset of the company, or if you are opening a new subsidiary, or if you are hiring a very rich, very costly CXO, or you are entering a new country market. So all these things, the investor has full rights. Now, apart from that, the investors analyst, they will keep on asking from you the cash flow. the updated cash flow. So they want to see how the business is performing in this month by month. So every month you have to give a cash flow and you have to explain the cash flow. Now you can choose to not give the correct, give a proper explanation on the cash flow, but it will only spoil your relationship with the investor. See, end of the day, when investor puts in money, he has his skin in the game. Because he has his skin in the game, he ensures that the future round of fundings which happen at a very high valuation, so that the investor benefits, and along with the investor, the founders also benefit. So it is very important for you to have a good relationship with the investor.
Can I, Tushar, also add?
Sir, please.
Yeah. So I think so Paul, an investor is as much part of your company as you are. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it is in when Tushar talked about an MIS coming out every month, it is not a painful thing to be done. It is a good governance to be done by the company. वो छोटा हो भले बड़े हो, ठीक है. पैसा कैसा आया, पैसा कैसा खर्च हुआ, कोई बेफजूल पैसा तो खर्च नहीं हुआ है. So it is very important because, like he said, future investors or any other investor who comes in, they look at the founder and the company and see whether the company follows minimum business requirements, which is कि cash flow का statement दिया है. They have, for example, you said you committed 5 years revenue, just as an example. So the investor or the board has a right to see what you are doing, but more importantly, because they are experienced, they will also advise you कि भाई साहब यहाँ आप गलत कर रहे हो. तो इसमें कोई इमोशनल होने वाली बात नहीं है. These are people who are very matured and been in the business for long, whether they are funders, whether you get them on board as independent directors, वो आपकी भलाई के लिए कहते हैं. और आपका भलाई मतलब पर्सनल भलाई नहीं है, कंपनी का भलाई के लिए कहते हैं. So I think you should take all of these things as part and parcel of your job as a founder. जब बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा and you don't want to do this, you will hire a professional CEO who will do that, who has done this all his life. तो उन्हें कोई वो ऐसा अड़चन नहीं होता है. So I think this is for all the folks. There are certain good fundamental business ethics as well as business processes that you will be expected to follow, whether you have investors or not. I mean, घर वाले भी पैसे डाले हैं, तो they would like to know. It is your duty to tell them कि आपने 100 रुपया मुझे दिया, मैंने ऐसे खर्चा किया, और 100 रुपया आज की डेट में 120 हो गया या 80 हो गया. 80 भी हो गया तो बोलना चाहिए, कोई छुपाने वाली बात नहीं है. राइट? बिजनेस में ऊपर नीचे होता ही रहेगा. So Paul, I hope I kind of supplemented what Tushar said.
Sir,
I want to make sure that all of you are very clear. Business is like mathematics. There is no emotion. 1 + 1 in mathematics will be 2. कुछ भी हो जाए, ठीक है ना? So in business, you will have to keep very good accounts. You will have to be ethical. कोई बदमाशी नहीं चलेगी, क्योंकि आज करोगे वो शायद आप ज्यादा पे पैसा बेच भी दोगे कंपनी, बट कल मार्केट में आपका रेपुटेशन ऐसा खराब हो जाएगा, टच नहीं करेगा कोई. So your reputation is as important for the good of the company. Okay.
Yes, sir. So sir,
look at the founder of Rahul Yadav, the founder of housing.com. वो क्या करता था, वो he used to play with the company. So what he used to do was, एक मीडिया वाले का फोन आया, सर कुछ न्यूज दे दो. तो वो अच्छा ना मजाक में कोई एक न्यूज दे दी हाउसिंग की, फिर दूसरे का आया, उसको अपोजिट न्यूज दे दी. तो he was playing that games. Finally, the guys who invested in housing.com, they took such a class of this guy. राहुल यादव को आज कोई भी कंपनी हाथ नहीं लगाती. He took पंगा from the Times of India group कि मैजिक ब्रिक्स तो गंद है और इतना बकवास है, हम तो ये कर देंगे. टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया वालों ने ऐसे ऐसे आर्टिकल छापे इसके निकलने के बाद. मतलब थिंग इज, you can choose to spoil your relationship with the investors, but it doesn't add up. And they know more than you, uh, you know, uh, in the initial days. After that, you might be knowing more about your business. So that is, so I fully agree with sir what he said.
Sir, I
but Tushar,
understood that
just to
one.
supplement, Paul, एक minute, just to
Excuse me, sir.
supplement. There's a guy I know, an industrialist, whose net worth is upwards of 2,000 crores, right? There was this banking guy who was very rude to him. So I told him, sir, आप तो इसको खरीद सकते हो, ऐसे तो आप मतलब 100-200 आदमी आपके नीचे काम करते हैं. तो उसने बोला, देखो वो पैसा देने वाला है, right? He has equal rights. He shouldn't talk to me badly, but he has rights because वो पैसा दे रहा है और वो खुद का पैसा तो है नहीं, किसी और का पैसा है. He is responsible to the other guys. So do remember, in this society, you will always have to work with each other, right? So whether it's funder, whether it's an auditor who walks in, or a guy from the government who walks in to check your records, उसमें कोई excited होने या कोई खराब महसूस करने की कोई जरूरत ही नहीं. Assume that they are all going out there to help you. Some may not be, so be it. But you will learn from every interaction like this. Sorry, Tushar. And I think Nitin, you had something.
I want to know about the pros and cons of investment, funding investment or loan. Do we take loan from bank or
Your voice is breaking. I'm not able to understand anything.
Pros and cons of funding versus.
Tushar, I think I understood what he's saying, so I will paraphrase it. He's asking, what are the pros and cons of the following scenarios? One, should I go for investment, or should I look for investments, people putting money into equity, or going to a bank for loans? So, which is the preferred thing? I'm tempted to give an answer, but I'll let the experts speak.
Sir, ऐसा है नितिन that Y Combinator, I think you have heard of it. So Y Combinator, it allows you to do a pitch on the stage. The investors are sitting below, and you have to do a 5 to 10 minutes pitch. After that, the investors come out with their checks. They write you a check. Somebody gets $300,000, somebody gets $100,000 in 10-15 minutes. And if they like the business. And the one page safe, it's called the safe note. The one page agreement which they sign with you, it says that the valuation at which these shares, the preference shares, will be converted into normal shares will be the valuation which you get in the next round minus 20% discount, because they are investing today, they are taking more risk. So whatever valuation the company gets in the next round, they will take a 20% discount on that. Its discount is usually 5 to 30%. Now, one of the clauses in that safe note is that you can return this $300,000 to Y Combinator as a loan. So if your business starts doing well, you just give that money back to Y Combinator, pay some little bit of interest on that, a very small interest, 0.5% per year, kind of. So that is the beauty of excess liquidity available in the global system, especially in the US and Europe. But the same type of liquidity is not available in developing countries, in emerging economies. And in China, it might be available. In India, it is not available. So this Y Combinator clause of treating the first investment as a loan is not available. So if you go to a bank, the bank in India, because they deal with high amount of risk, because the contract enforcement is missing in India, so they ask you to give a collateral. So they will ask you to give a real estate or gold or any listed shares. They will ask for some collateral, that you keep this real estate girvi as collateral with the bank. And then they will also want to see some revenue in your company, that their interest will be met out of the revenue, and then they will give you a loan. Till that time, you can't get a loan. So that loan option is not available. It is off the table. And unsecured loan, which means loan without collateral, the bank gives to those people who are getting enough salary every month from which they can pay the interest on the loan. And that also, there are limits to how much the bank will give you, unsecured loan. And the limit is usually 40 lakhs per bank. So if you take it from five banks, then your CIBIL score should also be good. It means you should not have defaulted at any bank loan in the past or any credit card payment in the past. That is why your CIBIL score, which means how good you are in paying your finances. So that loan option is usually not available. That's a challenge. That's why the government has come out with the donations to startups like 25 lakhs and 50 lakhs under Startup India, Invest India. But it takes more than 1 year to get that money. You keep on doing a lot of paperwork and then you get that money. Sir, you might want to add something.
No. So I just wanted to add कि बैंक से जब लोन लेते हैं ना, and especially unsecured, or if you are seen as risky, which you are, then the rate of interest is so high. It will be upwards of 15 to 18%. In fact, some of the private banks go 24%, right? जो साहूकार से लोन लेने वाला बात है वही होता है. So you would not want to do that, because if you default, तो तुम्हारे पीछे राशन पानी लेके पड़ जाएंगे. तो सिबिल स्कोर तो दूर की बात है, गुंडे दरवाजे पे नॉक करेंगे, right? So you have to be very careful about loans. Number 2, you cannot get away कि आपको इक्विटी चाहिए, कंपनी होनी चाहिए, कंपनी में इक्विटी होनी चाहिए, तो पैसा शुरुआत में आपको लगाना पड़ेगा. And why you are so equity is cheaper in the sense there is no commitment in that sense, because the person who's putting money in you, so let's say tomorrow Tushar decides to pay 1 crore rupees, बोला यार मैं बहुत खुश हूँ पॉल का चेहरा देख के, right? He will expect returns. You will have to give him returns of 3x in 3 years. Okay? So ultimately his expectation. But अगर 3 साल बाद बर्बाद हो गए तो उसके दे, he has no collateral against it. Okay? So, and normally क्या होता है, if I'm not mistaken, this is where I need your, Tushar, your expertise. There is something called 70-30 rule, right? I think, if I'm not wrong. So there is actually a equity to debt ratio that is there for each of the type of industry you are in. So I think there comes the expert. And by the way, this, if you realize, he said one thing which is contradicting himself, which is you have to be jack of all trades. But if you look at what the kind of communication he's doing, you better be expert in what you're doing also. Otherwise, you will not be able to run your own consulting.
Sir, it is 20 plus years in the field. If any donkey was there for 20 years in the field, he would have spoken more than me.
Sir, वो donkey फिर घोड़ा नहीं बन जाता sir.
Okay, sir, you are very right about 70-30. So it is 100 crore project. So out of that 30 crore, you have to put in equity and 70 crore the bank will give. But this 30-70 rule is not true of all industries. In many industries, it is 50-50. And it depends on sector to sector. So, you might want to think of the fact that 30 मैं प्राइवेट इक्विटी से ले लेता हूँ, वेंचर कैपिटल से ले लेता हूँ, 70 मैं बैंक से ले लूंगा. But that amazing dream-like scenario never happens, because there is nothing free in the world. So ऐसा हो नहीं पाता कभी भी.
Yeah, and one of the things I do want to add, I hope people kept notes of the points that Tushar made. What is it that investors will look for? अगर तुम लोगों ने notes नहीं बनाए, तो मैंने कोशिश किया कि उसको point wise लिखने के लिए. I will share it with at least Bhavna ma'am. Or if Tushar is even kinder and he has those bullets already made, then Tushar, you can email it to me. I will give you my email ID.
Sir, I have requested Nitish of MentorCart here to put up to give me the recording so that I can put it up on YouTube. So I
Okay.
will share the YouTube link with you. I don't have a formal points noted down, but whatever points I mentioned about what investors look for, those points, problem statement, and that I have properly.
Yeah, those are the points I'm saying. I've actually
Okay.
made a note because it was
Sir,
very educational for me.
you give your email on the chat. I will mail it to you right away.
Done.
Oh, you are on India Accelerator. Okay, I didn't know
I
that.
am, sir. Kya kare?
Acha.
I wish I had Sharma Consulting, but it's okay. Any more questions? Because we're quickly running out of time, and
I
Paul, you are not
Sir,
going to
I
go
have a
down like.
request. I have a request, sir. You have to give me a recommendation on LinkedIn.
Yeah, you accepted it, so I will give it to you. For sure.
Okay.
Sir,
Paul, no
asked this
monopoly.
question
तो
because-
किसी और को पूछने दो इस बार.
Okay,
There
sir.
are two or three girls, and I
Hello.
think I read somewhere that girls are better entrepreneurs than boys like Paul.
Definitely, sir. But the sad reality is that the percentage of urban women in employment was 11.6% in 2013. In 2021, it has dipped from 11.6% to 5.6%. So half of the urban employed women are gone. So shocking. In India, this is a Indian statistic.
Sir, I
Okay.
asked this question because
हाँ नितिन.
hello.
Yeah,
Sir, I
Nitin,
asked this
तुम्हारा ना
question because
bandwidth का बहुत problem है. So
yes,
either
sir.
you go slowly
The network is
and
fluctuating, sir.
हाँ ना, तो धीरे धीरे बोलो. I will if I think I've got used to your speech, so I will give it to Tushar.
Sir, I
प्रश्न
asked
पूछ लो.
I asked this question because in one of the meeting with the Quell faculties, I came to know that they are providing the loans to the students who are doing startups at a cheaper rate of interest and without any
Without any collateral, right? Yeah. So
collateral. That's
so
why
Tushar,
asked
I
you that
will
question.
kind of.
Sir, he's talking about MSME actually.
नहीं MSME नहीं यार, रुको. तुम भी कुछ भी ऐसे गोली करो, वो नहीं. सर एक मिनट रुको ना. तो पाइट का जो है स्पेसिफिक, अगर नितिन आप पाइट के बारे में कह रहे हो, तो राकेश जी जो है, आई थिंक ही हैज अ फंड वेयर he is willing to put especially for something called, if I recall correctly, I'm recalling from memory, but a fund for the ones where he is willing to invest from his family wealth, okay, or the institute. Either way, it doesn't make a difference. So he had talked about that. Now again, my view is the following. देखो, पैसा कोई फोकट में होता नहीं है यार, कहीं भी पैसा फोकट में है. सो नितिन, प्लीज गो अवे फ्रॉम दिस कि मेरे को कम में मिलता है, कम में मिले या ज्यादा में मिले. अल्टीमेटली यू हैव टू हैव अ रनिंग कंसर्न जो रेवेन्यू. कल को आप जैसे पिच करोगे, लेट अस से टू इवन एमएसएम, जस्ट फॉर हाइपोथेटिकल केस, साल भर आप वेट करोगे, साल भर में क्या कर लोगे? कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे. साल तो आई थिंक ही इज बीइंग एग्रेसिव तुषार, फ्रैंकली. आगे भी हो सकता है, बट the point is kahin se bhi paisa hai. It is very fundamental what Tushar said. You have to have a going concern jo paisa kama raha hai, munafa kama raha hai. Okay, you have to have a business plan which shows an investor, bhale wo Rakesh Tayal ho ya Sanjay Sharma ho ya Tushar ho, you have to show us ki bhai sahab main aapko ek saal mein पैसा 2 गुना करने का मौका दूंगा, और उसमें आपको रिस्क भी हमें मिटिगेट करना है. इफ आई रिकॉल व्हाट पॉल सेड, he already has on one side people who can provide the service, and he believes on the other side there are people already looking for it. Now this is a hypothesis. जब तक पैसा नहीं देंगे, right, yeah, you have to do that fund flow. So Nitin, same to you. So once your company or your idea is formulated and it is very clear कि आप 10 रुपया लगा रहे हो, आपका मुनाफा 12 रुपया हो रहा है, भले ही शुरुआत. ओके, डोंट एम फॉर कि 10 रुपया लगा 100 रुपया कमाऊंगा, ऐसा नहीं होता है, राइट. and all of the nice examples that Tushar gave are all the examples who made money. Okay, for every Zuckerberg, there are 99 others who are like nothing good. Okay, so I think it's important that yes, you should always look for sources of funding which are cheap, but always थोड़ा सा उसमें बारीकी से पढ़ने की जरूरत है. Cheap is never cheap. Okay, क्योंकि कोई भी पैसा दे रहा हो उसको कुछ तो वापस मिलना चाहिए. There's an opportunity cost. Now, in the case of Rakesh Dayal, he has said he is committed to improving entrepreneurship in Byte. Okay, that is his mission. So वो उसके लिए वो पैसा देंगे. But if you are not successful, just for the hypothetically, तो हर एक बार तो वो कुएं में पैसा नहीं फेंकेगा ना. So Nitin, you are right. There are sources that are cheaper, but you should first concentrate on making your company successful, and then look. I mean, you can look parallelly also, but then look for sources of funding, because पैसा एक बार आया, you should know how to spend that money very precisely. Because even if Rakesh ji gives you money, he will say पैसा किस लिए चाहिए? बोले सर मैं सोचूंगा. He will not give it to you. Suppose Paul comes and Paul says, sir, मैं आपसे मुझे 25 लाख रुपया मिल रहा है, तो मैं ये 25 लाख ऐसा खर्चा करूंगा और इससे मेरी आमदनी यहाँ होगी. Okay, who will he give money to? Just think about it, Nitin. Okay, so the pitch deck that Tushar talked about is very, very important. भले वो कितने में पैसा दे, क्योंकि वही पैसा के पीछे 10 आदमी हमेशा. इंडिया में तो यार आदमियों की कमी नहीं है. अगर ये पैसा साइबेरिया में दे रहे हो या कहीं में टिम्बकटू में जहां कोई आदमी नहीं है तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं. यहाँ तो पॉल जैसे 10 खड़े हो जाएंगे लाइन में. Right? So why will he give you money versus somebody else? That's very, very important. Sorry, Tushar.
नहीं
Sir, one last question to Tushar, sir.
हाँ.
Sir, your advice on investing in stocks or cryptocurrency to the youngsters, as right now we don't have earning source, but we have our pocket money. So what is your advice?
So my advice is, when you are investing money in stock market and you see your panel is open on the screen and you see those green and red numbers, ting, 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 and you suddenly feel you are sitting in a casino in Las Vegas. And you said, let me punt on this 600 वाले पे डालता हूँ, 50 वाले पे डालता हूँ. So stock market investing is not that. Stock market investing means you are buying a share in a business. So you have to understand the sector and you have to understand the business. And till the time you don't understand it, don't invest. So if you want to understand it, I will give you a very good tip. Zerodha, which is the new app which has become a unicorn, they have a separate app for stock market learning. It is called Versity, Varsity, Versity, and they teach you about stock market fundamentals. They teach you about technical analysis. They teach you about sector specific themes. So learn a stock market from there. And if you can work in a company, in asset management company, in stock markets, nothing like it. Motilal Oswal, you have JP Morgan, JM Morgan, you have so many of them who are investing in stock markets. And the second part you said was cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency, just like I just told you, that when you see the numbers on the screen, they look like casino. So cryptocurrency is casino because it is not a currency, because that currency cannot be used anywhere. It is a number on the screen. So it is a casino. It is a punt. If the world is punting on it, it moves up. If suddenly some negative news comes or a tweet comes from Elon Musk, it falls down. Then some new tweet comes, it goes up, because it has no inherent value. It is value without value. So crypto is a pure punt. Stock market is not a pure punt. You can invest in commodities. They have cycles. Steel has cycles in years. You can invest in forex, you can play in currency, in different currencies, but you will burn your hands till you don't form a discipline of investing, and that only comes once you learn investing in forex in good companies and good banks. So that is the thing, and you can invest in oil, commodities, but then expect to lose money till you learn the sector. Expect to lose a lot of money.
Sir, please mention the learning platform of Zerodha in chat. So
Varsity, VARSITY. So it's a short of university. Varsity, VARSITY.
So there are a couple of questions for you, Tushar, from Paul.
Sure. Yeah, I'm seeing that. In which sector service providing startup lies? So, if you are into a financial product service like your mutual fund, you are, into LIC type of investment
Sir,
options.
it's consumer services, like it's industry, like.
So he's talking of like क्या था, urban company. So which sector would urban company, for example, come to? सही बोला ना? यार याद है दे.
It will come in home services, urban company. And if you are in financial side, it will come in financial services. And
does it make a difference where it comes, Tushar?
It only makes a difference because the investor likes to invest in a company with a view that this company will become the top 3 in the sector. So if the top 3 in the sectors have already come out, like Flipkart, Amazon, and Snapdeal, then the added disadvantage of investing in that sector is that these companies sometime or later will put money in what you are doing. So they will compete with you, and they have loads of money. So it becomes that much more difficult to protect your business model against these companies. And the next is, apart from cash flows, is founder has to present about all little changes like strategies, product, etc. So, if the investor has a seat on the board, then definitely, he will be attending the board meeting, and all these things are discussed in the board. And many things are not discussed, which are not that much relevant for the board. If you are seeing the investor as a mentor, then you can discuss these things with him. Otherwise, it is not required. But whatever matters are the financial matters, or they are in the reserved matters, you have to disclose and talk to the investor about it. And please suggest the habits and skills founders should adopt. Habits and skills, you know, what? So whether it is a high in your life or it is a low in your life, you remain what do you call the same. You deal with pluses and minuses in your life with equal equanimity, and that is the biggest skill. It's not a skill, a biggest trait to have. And one thing entrepreneurs should understand is the meaning of being an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone who has chosen to do what he wants with his life. When you are doing what you want with your life, that is the greatest joy that you can have. But slowly you forget that you are doing what you want. You start working for somebody else's expectations. That is not the way. The meaning of being an entrepreneur is that you are doing what you want to do, and you should continue to do that all your life. And success is not only in terms of size. Success must be looked at in terms of finding full expression of who you are, your capabilities, your competence. If any human being finds full expression of who he is, he will always find success. And if you compare yourself to somebody in another completely different area or arena of activity, and you put the numbers together, those numbers may be bigger, but that's not the point. In your area of life, finding full expression is a success. And many people think that it is their job, it is their life situations, the taxes and the unpaid bills that are causing stress. But essentially, stress is the inability to manage your own system, your body, mind, emotions, and energy. So this I read from a talk by Sadhguru, and I just love it because he talks about managing your own self more than trying to manage the situation. And so, take some inputs from this. And one thing, when one should register his her company. So you will have to register the day you decide to start your business, because how will you account for the invoices and the money going in and out and the taxation and GST, and so you have to register on day one.
Okay, I think so. Tushar, thanks a lot. I think it's been especially for me because to be very frank, I'm also a startup. I have my own startup. So there are a lot of gems that I picked up, and I hope the students also learned. And since you've given an open invitation to folks to connect with you and to ask their doubts, I think they will welcome that. But I do want to conclude, by saying that I've said this again and again. By the way, attending these sessions is not like attending class. Okay, यहाँ पे the person who's presenting is wanting to share their knowledge. Okay, and hence it is of paramount importance. बहुत जरूरी है कि कोई भी डाउट हो, भले ऐसा लगे यार ये तो बहुत बकवास वाला क्वेश्चन, सर क्या सोचेंगे, हार में गया, right? Even the smallest doubt that you have, you should actually bring it out, ask questions. Kyunki the whole idea is, again, I've said this multiple times and I'm repeating it. FIGHT has given a unique opportunity to students जो बहुत कम institutes देते हैं, and that is doing such actually having a program like the Campus Entrepreneurship Program, where such experienced mentors who do this on a day-to-day basis are actually, you come face to face. There are colleges where they teach you like in class कि entrepreneurship होने से 1 2 3 4 5, okay, but now वो professor ने कभी जिंदगी में एक business चालू किया. So it's very important that you take maximum leverage of this presence of such experts and ask your questions. If you have some small idea of a startup, bring that up. And I think Paul and Nitin do an excellent job of always asking their doubts. I'm expecting many more people, and I don't know what incentive you need, but please do ask questions. Because it is the one trait I think an entrepreneur should always have, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tushar. One is, of course, what I use the word जुनून होना चाहिए उस काम के लिए. जिसको जुनून होता है उसको लगता नहीं है वो काम कर रहा है, right? So that's one thing.
Loves the work so much. Yeah.
Yes, and the second thing is curiosity to learn new things. जब तक you do not have that same curiosity, you will miss opportunities. You will not see an opportunity to create business if you don't have a childlike curiosity, right? So I think it's absolutely important that curiosity, hunger for knowledge, बहुत पढ़ाई करना पड़ेगा. In fact, I'll give you my own example. मैंने जितना 2 साल में सीखा है या सीखने को कोशिश किया है, मैंने ना उसके पहले मेरा कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ में 35 साल में किया था, कॉलेज में तो खैर जो किया था सो किया था, right? But having said that, and you will realize very quickly that practical knowledge can only come from reading. You have library in I think in FIGHT, or today the internet is there. Pick up the topic that, for example, Paul, you are interested in the services business. Look at other companies. Look at what the companies globally are doing. Learn from their business models, because everybody puts things out there today, right? Nitin, you have your own ideas, and I'm sure others have. So first, make sure that you have learned as much as you can, and then leverage, the IA platform to ask your doubts. कि यार ये कैसा होता है? So I think it's important that you kind of continue this, and I think we'll go to get murdered because we're above 8 o'clock, but it's okay. So I think Nitin is there, or who's there? Nitish is there, right? From MentorKart.
Yes,
Good.
sir, I'm there.
यार तुम ना अपना MentorKart मत लिखा करो, नाम लिख दिया करो यार, बुड्ढे लोगों के लिए याद नहीं रहता है नाम.
Sir, it comes as default. It's a actually systems account, platform account.
ठीक है, whatever. You sign in as something else and then log off. Okay, sorry. So yeah, please take it over because I think we are done unless there are more
Nitish,
questions.
my only
there are
request is to send me a recording on Google Drive.
Yes, sir, absolutely. It is being recorded and after the session, and I'll upload it on Drive and share it with you.
Thank you.
Sir, please share this recording in our WhatsApp group also.
I will share and